All right, hi everybody. I was eating some pretzel things. Anyway, manga chapter review. This will probably be the last one. For my channel, it's probably not going to be anything else. Not until at least, excuse me, Hunter x Hunter episode. God knows how that's going to look like. Natsu no Taizai. It's funny what's happening Sunday and Monday. Both Maggie and Seven Deadly Sins are just throwing at us. Just beastly ass chapters. This chapter, Natsu no Taizai, was like, what? For real. So, this was chapter 62, Natsu no Taizai. This one was called Unstoppable Villains. Now, we see, Diane and King, they're looking on, saying, why so amazed I am? They're through them. And this is from last week when the guy was coming in to Hendrickson and Dreyfus, and he's basically telling them three, great power is coming north. There's three of them, northwest of the kingdom. There are three, and their speed is abnormal. Who are they? And he says, we can't confirm their identities. He's basically saying the power belongs to the Seven Deadly Sins. And this is what Hendrickson says. He's like, then we must have already obtained the peace. Okay. Now, I'm guessing he means the person who took away Elizabeth. Because, they already have this sword handle. So, it's... by the way, I gotta say, Dreyfus, this guy, I'm calling it right now. This guy is going to betray Hendrickson. For sure. First chance he gets, he's taking his sword and he's sticking it in Hendrickson's back. And you can take that to the bank. So pretty much he's saying that, and then like the Seven Deadly Sins, and he tells them, we'll continue this later. More important to deal with the threat to the kingdom, Seven Deadly Sins. Do you agree? And he's like, do not forget, I will never forgive you. I'm like, yo! And he's like, I have a great memory, dude. Don't you worry. I'm like, yo, this Dreyfus is out for blood. He's out for Hendrickson's blood. He's like, you bastard, I'm gonna just own you. It's like, and they're gonna take it. So they're gonna take care of this, the Seven Deadly Sins. And they're like, it's like basically everyone, the whole castle, the whole kingdom. They're like, calling all knights and holy knights on the castle. Then the Sins are closing in. North Gate and Western Wall. Fortify the North Gate and Western Wall. Where it's like, what's going on? What's going on? And they're basically saying, prepare to come to counterattack. And he says, there, it's incoming. And they just hit the ground, just like huge explosion. And they're basically saying to prepare for a counterattack. And out of nowhere, here comes Meliodas, Galther, and Bon. Yo, Meliodas in this chapter was all business. All business. For real. I think it could be suggested. Now, I don't want to bring up versus matchups and shit, but I think it could be suggested that Meliodas, this guy is up there with some pretty interesting company. Because, okay, I don't know where I rank him in Shonen, but he's up there somewhere. I don't know where, but he's up there somewhere. Because, they're going in, they're and, we have, them saying it's our goal to get Elizabeth back. Out there saying, Roger, keep the fighting to a minimum. And then Bond's like, but you'll go all out, Captain, right? like I'm going in for the kill. Oh! And gives him a look. By my count, 7. And it's funny when you think about 7 deadly sins. 7 knights attack Meldas. And I think it's this guy's like, Aura Burst, Inferno Incantation, Plant Whip, Bullet Squall, Wind Shooter, Death Breath, Flickstone. He takes out his sword and does full counter and shoots back those 7 attacks. Like that. One swing. One swing. One swing. That's it. I was like, what? One swing. Not like, oh, he blocked. No. Full counter, one swing, boop, you're done. He just says, get the fuck out of my face, you piece of shit fodders. Get out of the way. And then the rest of the chapter is pretty much him just owning these fodder knights. These fodder knights. He just mowing them down. He's like, they're not even slowing down. We can't stop them. It's like unbelievable. And then Melody, he's saying, Elizabeth, I'm waiting, coming for you. And they stop and they can sense a power. Not coming from the castle. They say they sense a power from the other side of the castle. And this then goes into the with Hedrickson and Dreyfus, and they're saying basically there's another power coming from the south gate. Because remember, Meldas, Bon, and Gauther, they came from the northwest gate. This power is coming from the south gate. So I'm like, okay. So they're basically saying, could be since they're splitting up. And he says, no, the number of the power is far more than just 1 or 200. And there are 2 powers incomparable greater than the rest. Who are they? And they basically says, emergency. This guy comes in saying the direction of the southern gate. A massive army is approaching. And they're asking him, what army, what nation, who's their commander? And he says, sir, it's the new King of Camelot, King Arthur. When I say that, I get like this chilling sensation in my back, in my head. And, when I saw it, I was like, what the hell? I mean, this wasn't a really long chapter, but I had to go in details here, because it's just like, what the fuck? It's this King Arthur, and he's on this horse. I was just like, what? And he's just standing there. Now, there's this person who was just standing next to him. Now, I don't know if, my guess is that person could be 2 people. And I believe them to be rather the last 2 sins. Well, that's just my feelings. But he's standing there. He's just standing there. He's the new king of Camelot, King Arthur. And he's got this page where him standing there, and it says, the third force arrives, another man of legend. And it says, a power that strikes fear into both the holy knights and the 7 deadly sins. Are they friend or foe? Next chapter, chaos ensues. And the next chapter is called Arthur Pendragon. Arthur Pendragon. This was... I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. I'm like, King Arthur, man. You look like... Death on horse. Like, seriously, his helmet, his fucking horse, man. This guy was oozing. I'm King Arthur. You're gonna shut the fuck up. I'm here to take over. That's what I felt like when I saw it. I was just, So yeah, 5 out of 5 for this one. Wow. I mean, for all intents and purposes, see, the thing is, it's very confusing. I don't know if he's there to take over the kingdom, or if he's there to join Hendrickson. But I don't think he's there to join Hendrickson. I really don't think so. The person that's next to him is concerning me, because I'm thinking if it's one of the sins. Because remember last week we had that person show up, and I said, oh, that's probably Merlin. Now, it would make sense that Merlin would be with King Arthur to a certain extent, but I don't know too much about the whole King Arthur thing, the legend of King Arthur, at least from the Knights of the Round Table, I know at least to some extent that Merlin was part of that. At least I think so, but just going on hearsay. So don't come and attack me with it. But far as I know, we can't really pinpoint what he wants. Yeah. So it's really difficult to figure it out. But I will say this. Next week's going to be massive. For sense. Both this and Maggie next week are going to be ginormous chapters. Enormous! But, I mean, I heard people were telling me, Bankai, Seven Deadly Sins, King Arthur, that's King Arthur. Kept bringing it up to me. So, I had a feeling this character was getting involved soon. And sure enough, pretty beast setup. This is gonna be massive. Oh my God, King Arthur Pendragon. Yo, wondering who that person is. I'll take anyone's guess what it is. It can only be really just two things. One, somebody we do not know, or two, it's a Seven Deadly Sin, or member of Seven Deadly Sins. I want to say Merlin, but that doesn't add up. It can't really be Merlin, because Merlin disappeared, and besides, that person didn't really look very tall. That was wearing a cloak over their head. So we'll have to wait and see next week. But this has been Bankai Night 22. See you guys later. King Arthur. That scene with him on the horse. That's the thumbnail. Regardless, that's the thumbnail. Too beastly to put into words. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I don't think I'm going to be doing any more videos for now, at least not for my channel. Might do one more later on today for the Titans of Darkness, but other than that, really nothing to expect until Hunter x Hunter episode review and my live stream. So yeah, I'm Bankai Night 22. See you guys later. Oh, by the way, I know this is stupid for me to do, but just in case you guys want, there's this little group on Facebook called the J Room. Yeah, go join it if you can. Yeah, I'm Bankai Night 22. I'll see you guys later. Peace.